And welcome back to the Profile Pod. I'm Double A, your host of the evening. I am here with my man standing by, and it's always exciting to be here on the podcast, man. So thank you so much for tuning in wherever you're tuning in from. If you're on Roku TV, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Social Nostra, man, thank you so much. Audio platforms, whatever, man, the case may be. So I always appreciate the support. Don't forget, we're on Social Nostra, by the way, and Social Nostra is it's a network of talented creators and podcasters, man. We're available on, again, Roku, YouTube, all the major platforms, man. So go out and check out Social Nostra. Give us a follow. There's a little bit of everything for you there, man. So got some big announcements. I'm going to hold off on these announcements until probably, I don't know. I think I'm going to drop it on Instagram first and then we'll talk about it next week. But it's I got something that's really important to me, and it's one of the things that I've been manifesting. So it's got to do with my acting career. So I'm going to drop a little nugget for you guys. I'm going to keep you guys on ice. So stay tuned for Instagram, and I'll make that announcement. So let's go ahead and get into brass tacks, man, right here with my man. This gentleman is just a talented individual, man. He's been in the game a long time. He comes out of Compton, born and raised in Compton, California, and he has a great story. He's like I said, man, he's doing a lot of things. He's got a podcast going. He's dropping albums, singles. He's collaborating. He's making videos. I mean, just the whole nine, man. So it's a real pleasure to have this gentleman on tonight here on the Profile Pod. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, without further ado, my man, Kiki Smooth. What's up, brother?
What up, man? Y'all know how they're doing it. Kiki Smooth, the first Mexican rapper out of Compton, rich and ruthless, up city music.
That's right, man. I love that, brother. The first Mexican rapper out of Compton, brother. The Motown of Hip Hop, man. We'll get into all that, brother, man. But I just want to thank you for being here, brother. And it's an honor to have you here, brother. Because I
appreciate you.
Of course, bro.
I appreciate everything. I appreciate anybody that's willing to help my platform come out and reach another audience. I go hard for them. So, this makes us family now.
Absolutely, hey, bro. Absolutely, bro. And I say it every time, man. Once you come on my platform, it's all love from here on out. And now you're a Profile Pod alumnus. So it's all love, man. And I'm going to continue to support any way I can. And but yeah, brother, it's again, man, I'm so impressed with what you do, man. We met at the Roland B&B event back in November, and that was such a cool show, man. A great lineup that night. And,
shouts to Erica, shouts to Erica and Bella for always keeping me in mind and stuff, man. So shouts to them. They really work really hard, B&B Entertainment, Black and Brown, and that's what I represent too. So shouts to sis. Always putting in work, and always thinking about a motherfucker like me.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. No, that night, man, like I was telling you, man, you opened up the show. You were the first to go on. You and big shout out to Jay Huerta.
Little cuz. Yep, little primo.
Yeah. You guys came on, man, and I was right there, front and center, brother. And I had the pleasure of just taking all that energy in, bro. And I was so impressed, brother. And I was like, I got to get this guy on my podcast, man.
Thank you, dog. We love performing. Like, we love being free on stage. A lot of people know when they come see a Kiki Smooth show, it's gonna be a real show. Like I've been telling I got my next show is on next Saturday, March 5th. I've been telling a lot of people on my live feed, like, if you guys really want to see something live, thank you, baby. You guys got to come and see me in a live show because we don't play around. We really perform. I had to get some tea, bro.
It's all good.
I'm at the house, I'm chilling, bro. This is my day off, and I was down to kick it. But yeah, the shows that we put together are our way of, like I was telling you earlier, of being free on stage. You feel me? It's another way of really feeling that feel of no worries. You feel me? There's no more worries. It's off your back. That day, you're flying, and that's why I love being on stage, bro. Because I love flying. I always tell my girl, she was like, "Damn, baby, you ripped it." And I'm like, I don't even think that was me.
Mm. Wow. Yeah.
I think something else came in me because it was a blink, and I be
Yeah.
feeling like that. There's days, like a few months ago, we did a show with DJ Yella and Little Eazy in Fresno, and it was my first time rocking a whole full stadium of people with
Oh shit.
my music. I've DJ'd for stadiums and stadiums for Coolio, like,
Yeah.
for 5 years straight, but that was the first time I was rocking me, Kiki Smooth, and it felt so great to see my people, Mexicanos, Raza, Latinos in the crowd. I'm going to Fresno. First of all, if you know the politics, Mexicans out here don't go out there
Yeah.
because we get no love. So to have my music break through that, because I represent Compton, I represent Eazy-E, I
Mm.
represent Rich and Ruthless, and I felt that they took that in consideration that a Mexican was on stage with DJ Yella. Like,
Yeah, bro. That's
you
yeah,
feel me? Like,
legendary,
you
bro.
know, like and we really ripped that show. So that day I felt like I didn't know what the hell it went. I don't know
Yeah.
what went through, but it was one of the sick shows that I will never forget in my life. You feel me? So shouts to Brandon from Fresno for bringing us out there for real.
Yeah, no doubt, brother. Going on stage, man, and you mentioned that it's an experience that you can't describe, right? And uh, what do you do though, brother, to get yourself right to prep your mind to get yourself into that space, into that zone, right before you go on stage, man? Is there anything that you like to do? There it is, right there, bro. There it is.
Hey,
Is
my
there any?
stepson, he just had a presentation in class, right?
Mhm.
And he was telling me, like, I was
Mhm.
like, look, man, just go out there, because he knows I perform, and I was just telling him, like, own it. And he's like, but I get nervous. You don't get nervous. And I was like, Bugs, if you don't get nervous, that means you don't love it.
Mm. Yeah.
But the minute I touch that mic, you know what? I've even felt like I forgot a verse before I go on stage. I'm trying to remember it. But
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
once I grab that mic and they mention my name and I hear my intro come out,
Damn, bro.
I'm a whole nother beast, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm a whole nother beast. And I prepare myself too.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
we have rehearsals and we go hard. We go hard on steps, all that,
Yeah.
you know, all of that. And because NWA did it,
Yeah. No
plain
doubt,
and
bro.
simple. Feel me? NWA put on real good shows,
Mm.
and Coolio, I toured the world with Coolio as his DJ, and my first rehearsal, I was like, I ain't gonna do all that shit. He taught me something. He taught
Uh-huh.
me something that day though. He was like, look, bro, people gonna look at everything on the stage from front to back, and you happen to be the back part.
Yeah.
You need to move with us and sync.
Oh
So I
shit.
had to learn all that. Come along, get right. I had to learn all that shit. But I understood what he was talking about the first day I saw myself on the screen.
Uh-huh.
We looked
Uh-huh.
at so fucking dope. Everybody doing the shit that we rehearsed. And
That's
now that I rap, I take that in consideration like a motherfucker. Shouts to Coolio and shouts to NWA for leaving the blueprint for me to be able to be a great performer and watching like other performers from Compton. You know, everybody has their
oh
own style. Everyone has their own style of performing. From Quik, Game, Kendrick, everybody. So I definitely create my own style of performing, of being free on stage. You feel me? So when you come see me, I'm really in the song. I'm really with you too. So it's a different experience than just watching some guy trying to impress you with some songs.
yeah.
I'm here to party and vibe with you and
Mhm.
take you to this place that you've been looking for. That's why you listen to music. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I feel like I that's why I don't go to showcases because I don't showcase shit. I perform.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah.
I don't do
Yeah.
that. I don't do that shit, man. I really go out there because I love being on stage. I love performing. Yeah, I'm a great entertainer. And once you're up there, you're not a rapper anymore. You're an entertainer,
Yeah.
regardless if you're Wu-Tang or whoever you think you are, from Wu-Tang to J Balvin or Bad Bunny, all the way down, dog.
Yeah.
You gotta be an entertainer, bro. You feel me? I've seen them all, Roots, the whole thing. I've seen it all. You feel me? So I've actually experienced a lot of hip hop, a lot of different music, and performances are performances. You feel me? Entertainers are gonna be the great ones. You know?
100%, man. Yeah, Kiki, man, you're saying all this shit right now, and I'm like, okay, I want to, because you're
No,
hitting
go
everything on
ahead.
the. No, you're just throwing down the all those nuggets, bro, the gems, and I'm like, oh man, but yeah, it's performing. It could be any type of performance, right? And at the end of the day, yeah, like you said, you're an entertainer, man, doing a podcast, right? You have to entertain the audience, bro, or else they're not gonna listen. And so
Yeah.
you're a podcaster, but you become an entertainer, bro, and
And
that's
you know what? You know what's the other thing
that's
about
the bottom
my
line.
DJ? My DJ that performs with me when Yella's not around. Shout out to my DJ Francis Fortarelli. My nigga 40, he be like, it's crazy because the way you pick the songs we're gonna perform, and I have audibles.
Okay.
We
Uh,
on stage and we put all these songs. There's a bunch of dudes. We ain't gonna perform these. We're gonna switch them. Feel
okay.
me? But that day I met you, we had an audible.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
just don't.
Uh-huh.
You won't see it. You won't
Uh-huh.
even feel it. You feel me?
uh,
That's just the things we do. You gotta understand. I'm a DJ, producer, and a rapper, songwriter. You feel me? I pick my music as a DJ. If
mm,
you listen to our sets, they're like this mix. It
uh-huh.
doesn't stop. I
Mhm,
mean, all these songs we build them with intros for that reason,
mm,
and we put these tempos together to build your energy with us.
ah,
Some of these motherfuckers don't get it, dog. Like we live this shit. This shit is our shit. You feel me? This music that we do, we live it, and we want to take you there in every way we can. Some of, like I said, shout out to everybody that raps.
yeah,
Feel
yeah,
me? 'Cause there's a lot of rappers.
yeah,
But
uh-huh,
once we get on stage, I realize who's who
yeah,
right away. Right away, I could see like, all right, this nigga had too much to drink. This nigga had that too much. Really? It's
uh,
just, some people don't understand. Like when I'm on stage, man, we're going hard. We're gonna really, really, really go hard. I'm gonna take you there. Trust me. You're gonna forget about that bad day fucking with a Kiki Smooth live show. For real,
yeah,
for real.
absolutely, man, absolutely. I was there. I witnessed it firsthand, and I mean, just like a couple feet from the stage, that was awesome, man. And but I kind of want to touch on how you started out as a DJ, right?
Mm.
And what about approximately what year? What year did you start out DJing?
As DJing when I was like 15, bro.
Okay,
You
so
feel me?
what is well, I
Like in
mean,
well,
what year?
like what? Well, not well, like what? 92, 90. You feel me? Because
Oh
by like
shit!
yeah, like by what? Like 94. I was like 17. Yeah, like 94. I did my first gig, bro. My
So we're
mama
like, I
got me
think
a
we're the
key.
same age.
Yeah, we are. We
Uh-huh.
are. You
Okay.
know.
I
um,
know, right?
nah, my mom got me my first gig, and it was a quinceañera, and I just had the little broken strobe light with the little helicopter, and
Uh-huh.
I, two cassette players. I had all my mom's cumbia tapes. You feel me? And
Yeah.
but I had the best house music. I had the best hip hop. Right? You feel me? All the records, they were like gems. You feel me? To me, like my records are still right. My crates are right there and shit. But
Okay.
yeah, um, these that was like the best feeling for me, and that was the first time I felt hip hop. You feel me? And I took that and ran with it.
Mm.
I started DJing everywhere, bro.
Uh-huh.
Once they saw me at Compton High, it was on. Then the motherfuckers knew I DJ. So all the tagging crews, I DJ that.
Yeah.
I DJed at all the ditching parties, all that shit. We were throwing raves. I was DJing at those. 'Cause I was DJing on everything, all my crates. I was DJing drum and bass, house music, techno, hip hop, whatever. Because in the '90s, all that was popping.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I mean? So I really fucking took that to the next level, and I ended up getting like a quick like reality opening of what Compton is, and I had to go away to realize what was my destiny. You know what I mean? So that time away, it was fucked up. Tag banging was fucked up. I lost my best friend. I went bananas. Caught a felony. I was young.
Yeah.
That summer was real for me. And luckily, when I got out, I told an OG in there that I was gonna be something different. And I started doing mixtapes. I started doing DJing at Crip Bloods, whatever. Getting known in Compton, and I found out Big A, shouts to Big A, had a record store up in Compton on the Landra, and that's who manages DPG, who owns Rich and Ruthless with Little Eazy. And I went over there and pretty much thought, you don't have to pay me, let me just work here.
Right.
Pay me, but me, I was already hustling the weed and shit. But I was telling them, like, pay me in vinyl. I just wanted all the vinyl.
There you go.
And I met BG Knockout. I mean, like,
shit.
I literally got started there, so shout out. I'm from Underworld Records, and I'm proud to say that, like, not a lot of people there. That's where I met Little Eazy. When Little Eazy his papa passed away, that record store is in Eazy's hood. Big A is like one of Eazy's closest friends. But it was kind of like, like a tribute to Eazy. But in that hood, I had realized that Eazy was missing, because I knew all the locals from working there. So I was there when the locals decided to go grab. And when I say locals, I mean the Crips. But you feel me? Went over there and grabbed Eric and made him a rapper. So when he got to the record store, I already knew him from him coming in and out as a kid. He's a little kid buying ice cream. He didn't want to rap. My nigga didn't want to rap. You know what I mean? My nigga was too flossy, man. That's FUBU. You feel me?
You saw him as a little kid, little boy.
Yeah, that's Little Eazy. And when they walked in there and they told him they were gonna record him some song, and they were like, my DJ name is DVS, and they were like, DVS is gonna be your DJ. So that made him feel like, okay. So I started talking to him, and his first ever gig was at South Park, and I was the DJ and the only Latino there. It was all full of my black people, and they were mad that a black man wasn't the DJ. But all the big Crips around them were like, I don't think you can beat this nigga DJing, bro. Go get the hardest nigga y'all got. This motherfucker got it. And I took the speakers, the whole shit. Yeah. And I convinced Eric. I told Eric, he got nervous, like your first show, and you got to rap in front of all your daddy's homies. You feel me? He's like, I don't want to do it. Devious, I'm like, little homies, if you don't do it, they've been drinking. They're gonna fuck me up, cuz you gotta do it, bro. So it ended up being the best show, but I've been DJing that long that Eazy-E's DJ, Coolio's DJ. I DJ for Brother Cam too, and DJ for La Sinfonía. I DJ for a lot of different people, but my prime time was with Coolio. DJing for Coolio was one of the best things.
And tell this story, man. How you connected with Coolio and
I used to
all that.
Well, shout out to my brother DJ Too High from Japan, One World DJ Crew. I met him at Underworld Records, all right, at the record store. He ended up living with us. That's how we are, bro. My boy, that's my nigga. And long story short, he knew Coolio, and he knew his nephew. And his nephew used to get the packs, the chronic. You know what I mean? And like I told you, I always pushed a little weed. You know what I mean? And I used to get that shit from him. They always knew I was a dope DJ, but Coolio had a DJ named Fatbox. Dope DJ. Rest in peace to DJ Fatbox. He passed away a couple years ago. Thank you for everything too. Blessings for his family. Him and Coolio ended up getting in a fucked up argument situation where I guess it was no more coming back from it. And they ended up,
it was a falling out, complete falling out.
Yeah. And they needed a DJ. Too High couldn't fly at the time because his visa was not allowing him to. He was still trying to fix it. So I mean, in other words, he overstayed to try to get his papers right. So, but now my nigga DJ Two High from Japan is straight from Compton, Long Beach. All that. Anyways, so
Gotcha.
the next thing, shout out to my boy Ghost. That's Coolio's nephew. The next guy was me.
Wow.
Ghost was like, well, DVS. I know my nigga. He buys weed from me. That's Two High's homeboy, and Two High told Coolio, yeah, Devious to do it.
Uh-huh.
So this is the house phone days. This ain't
Damn.
the page me. I'm on the block pushing weed. So I was getting my little brother on the skateboard, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck you want? And he's like, it's an important phone call for you at the house.
Uh-huh.
I was like, who's it? He's like, Ghost. And I was like, damn, this nigga get jacked. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. This day I was carrying
Yeah.
guns and all that. So I would run back to the house
Shit.
because, so I hit him up. And a fool hits me up like, you wanna go to Texas tomorrow? I'm like, for what? He's like, just a one day thing, bro. I'm like, what? What we gonna go do? Who we gonna go get him? What we gonna do?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like, you're gonna DJ for Coolio. Like, get the fuck out of here.
yeah.
He's like, bro, I'm like, you stupid, cuz. He's like, yo,
Uh,
I'm going trying to get me to DJ for him. He's like, oh, everything. He's like, and he gonna pay you $500. I'm sold. I'm like, I
yeah.
told him, look, it could be Michael Jackson for $500. I'm there. I'm young.
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah.
This is around what, 2005?
Yeah, not like, yeah, 2001, no,
Oh,
2004.
okay. Okay,
Yeah,
so early 2000.
2004. So yeah, early 2000. And
Mm-hmm.
I go over there. I meet Cool. Me and Cool ended up having a lot of things in common.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And I told him, like, I remember him because I used to be, in my high school days, I was a sick ass swimmer. So the only park that I would go swim was Mona Park.
Mm.
And there's a gang right there, Mona Park. So I know all of them. And I told him I
Oh.
remember him rapping and all that, and that just fucked him up because he remembers me because I was the kid that worked at the lifeguards, giving you the bag. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
bag and the whole shit. So he remembered me, and um, we did the show. The first song I was so nervous. I had never did a show like that. I was used to, I mean, like I did a pretty big wedding.
Uh-huh.
That was about that was about the biggest thing that I've ever had done was like a big wedding at that time. So we go to sound check.
What part of
He just
Texas was
tells
this?
San Antonio. It was at the fairgrounds.
Okay.
It
So
was at the
thousands of
now.
people.
Yeah, it's a big ass fucking chick, Blue Trail that was opening up for us and shit. I got to meet her. It was cool. It was those times when she was popping. Remember Blue Trail? Some
Oh yeah, oh
R&B singers.
yeah. Blue
Yeah,
Cancer. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So she was popping. It was her.
Wow.
And you know who else was there? Petey Pablo, because I'll never forget. Shouts to Petey Pablo. I'll never forget that. That's when,
Yeah.
after the show, that nigga brought out the bomb shit. Anyways, Julio, we stole the show that night. The first song I played, I didn't know what to do, so I was nervous, so I just started scratching.
Uh,
Nigga,
uh,
after the
uh,
first song, he whispered to me. He was like, "Don't do that no more." She was cool. Don't do that no more. Just play the song. So through the
oh,
whole night, I kind of just scratched the songs in. There's this thing called an instant replay. I will press it and then do a little scratch and then
yeah,
just chill.
yeah.
When I got to the dressing room, in my head, Latinos, Mexicanos are like, we humble about the situation, but pinche jefe se va a enojar porque anda scratching todo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I was thinking in my head, well, it was a great experience. Back
yeah.
to the block we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all good. You know what I mean? Like I got my little mixtapes out, and Cool was like, man, that shit was dope. I mean, the energy was big. I was like fucking like I was in another planet watching him perform Gangsta's Paradise for the first time, and I pressed play on that song.
Oh, damn.
Right?
Yeah, that's
Right?
cool, man.
So towards the end, nigga, I was like, you know what? Let me show this nigga who I am.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I ended with the Compton, and he was like, whoa, that was bad as fuck, bro. I was like, oh, thank you. To me, I was just more of like, this is it. This is
Uh,
my big moment. Because at those times, I was losing friends to all kinds of shit. You know
yeah.
what I mean? At that
Yeah.
time, I was losing friends to everything. So to me,
Mhm.
I didn't think I was going to reach. In my head, I didn't know my soul was going to let me fly like that. I didn't know that there was gonna be more. So in my head, I was like, "This is it. This is this is what God's gonna give me, one shine." So the end of fucking Gangsta's Paradise, I gave it my all. But like all the shit that I ever practiced on the crowd scratch, the
Yeah.
whole fades, all of that, I gave it to them. Boom, we go to the dressing room. Everybody, everybody's on Coolio. So, I'm just on the side drinking with the biggest smile in the world, bro. Meeting people. Oh, hi. Thank great show. Thank you. I wasn't used to that. So I was just out. My homeboy that used to buy all the weed was like, he brought me a bottle and he's like, celebrate, my nigga. So that made me even feel more that it was my last day. You feel me?
Right,
So I was
right,
like,
right.
hell yeah. Coolio finally got done, doing all the big celebrity thing that they do. You feel me?
Right, right.
Do a show, you gotta go touch the people, do the little things.
Hmm.
Comes, we go to the dressing room, and nigga tells me I was a fucking ill ass show, Kiki. Like DVS, you blew my mind away, cuz. He's
Uh-huh.
like, and you from my city. He's like, none of these niggas are from my city. I
Uh-huh.
don't have no one to talk about to nobody.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh man, I'm here for you whenever. Cool, man. I appreciate you giving me the chance. I'm sorry I went bananas at the end. I just wanted to go out with a bang, big dog. And I appreciate you for giving me this opportunity, taking me out of the block, and giving me something else to do. And he said, "What you said?" I said, "Thank you for taking me out of the block and giving me something else to do, bro." And he was
Yeah.
like, "Man, fuck that nigga, fat box. What's up, dog? You want to go to the next city with us?"
What? Next
Atlanta
city?
with him, and yeah, he ended up taking me to the next city, paying me, and then
Wow.
taking me on like big tour. Like that first year, it changed my whole. Well, that first month, it was trippy because
Uh, One day you're in
he's a
Compton, the
big
next day you're in
celebrity,
Texas, bro. And now
and,
he's
and,
inviting
and
you to
then
go
we go
on.
to Atlanta, and I'm in a backpack of clothes.
Bro.
I got a backpack and I got my records, and that fool gave me the big instant replay to like.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I apologize, everybody out there. I apologize.
Oh, dude,
Um.
we'll edit it. We'll edit this out, bro. No big
Okay.
deal. It's all good. And
So, so
but bro, you're in a backpack, and I mean, how blown away were you, man? Because one day you're in Compton, next day you're in Texas, and now you're on tour with Coolio, bro.
So
Like,
soon as I got to the next city with Atlanta, I called my mom just to let her know I wasn't shot in the streets. You know what I mean? And she was like, "¿Dónde andas, mijo?" And I was like, "Ando en Atlanta, ma. Ando tocando." And when I got home, with $1,000, she was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I did this shit on DJ, ma, and we're going to some other cities." And then I started marking my little calendar, and I was thinking in my head, "Is this shit real?" So that we landed back like, what was that? So we went. It was Saturday. Yeah, we performed Sunday, and then we took off back Monday. So that Tuesday, I got home, and I still was all right. Is this shit real? Because he was talking all this on the plane and all this, and on the ride home,
crazy.
and I got dropped off in the limo, and then that Thursday, bro, this nigga Julio calls the house, answers the phone. He's like, "Hey, cuz, um, we got rehearsal. I need you to come. I'm gonna meet you. You're gonna meet the band members." He's like, "That was a soft show. You're gonna meet," because he toured with a band and all that shit at that time.
Wow. Wow.
So I was like, "What the fuck?" And I'm thinking, like rehearsal, like all right, like quinceañera type shit, maybe someone's house. This motherfucker had a big ass rehearsal hall, bro. That was just amazing, and it was like, damn, this is fucking serious.
Yeah.
And we ended up doing the U.S. Soul tour. That was like the top for me too, dog. Touring with Coolio, like going to different countries,
For
and
military, right?
yeah, and entertaining, our soldiers, man.
Yeah.
That shit was just dope. And like motherfuckers like me, I don't give a fuck. We got to Bosnia, and somehow, some way, I convinced the local to sell me some weed. And this nigga, why does he bring me a big ass brick of those ugliest weed? And I didn't care at that time. I gave that for a whole $100 American. So that guy took off and he left me with this big ass pack. Now I have
Wow.
to sneak this shit into a base. And guess what?
Yeah.
I called Coolio's nephew. I was like, look what I got. He was like,
Uh,
what the fuck? I'm on like, I'm like, let's just roll up a blunt, my nigga, and throw. I mean, like, let's roll up a cigarette because there was no zags or nothing. I was like, let's take out the cigarette,
Yeah.
smoke it, and just throw this shit away. I'll pay $100. I don't give a fuck. He's like, nah, we're taking it on the base.
Wow. You got it
We
on there?
grabbed
You
a
got it
lot.
on there?
Yeah, we got it on the base. Everybody thought we was selling weed. We rode. Look, so we get to our we get on base. You know, I have a little bit and he has a little bit. You know, like really stuck up there, bro. And I'm thinking in my head, man, they better not bring the dogs on this bus. So luckily, they didn't because we were Coolio. You know what I mean? They really
Yeah.
just checked our badges, make sure we had the military badges. There was this other shit. You know what I mean? They were doing just running more like make sure there's no bombs on the car. We get there, and I was like, we gotta tell Coolio. You know, Cool
Right,
was like,
right.
first he was like, y'all motherfuckers gonna get us fired and go to jail. I'm leaving you motherfuckers here. Blah, blah, blah. 30 minutes passed, just like I told the homie. 30 minutes passed. Hey, cuz, we should smoke that shit though. And I was like, how we gonna smoke it? He said, the main guy at the base, the general, whatever, came
Yeah.
and gave Coolio a fucking cigar. Why did we use that cigar for the weed?
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
And then we walked around the base like with a cigarette, trying to hide that shit. All the fucking soldiers was like, "Hey, dog, y'all selling weed?" I was like, "No." I
Oh
was like,
shit, man.
that was yeah. Shout out to Coolio, man, for giving me those beautiful memories. I'll never forget that. You know, like
Damn. Yeah.
DJing for Coolio like was a game changer in my life, and I ended up living in different countries. I ended up doing a lot of things that me as a straight kid from Compton, growing up, you know, I never thought that was possible. But you know, it's not a dream. It's a plan you put in motion, and if you're out there really going hard with your craft, it's gonna
Yeah.
come to you. You know, and that's how I feel about all my music too. You know, like I feel like it'll come that day, and you know that day when Little Easy and Big A called me to get you know, be part of Eazy-E's label as the first Mexican out of Compton, you know. Like,
That's
yeah, that's insane
incredible.
itself, you know.
Yeah, bro. And you know, so you ended up touring or being his DJ for I think it was what 5 years?
5 years.
5 years,
5 years, bro.
You
Five
still keep
years
in
and
touch? You guys
yeah,
stay in
you know,
touch?
I just, you know, Instagram, little Facebook messages, you know what I mean? Like I I just told his ass that I need that nigga on some songs and shit, to tell you the truth. You know, I was
Yeah.
just thinking about that the other day. Like, he went to my first ever rap show. You know that?
Is that
I,
right?
g- yeah, it was in Whittier, and I told
Okay.
that fool, I'm rapping now, bro. And they're like, "Cuz, nigga, let me go see what you're talking about." You gonna pull up on me, cuz? He like, what? Pulled up on me.
Is that
Everybody's
right?
tripping out. Oh shit, Coolio's. You know, I
Kudos
practiced
here,
my
yeah.
ass off, and
What year was that, brother? What year was that?
man, I can't even remember, bro. Like, fuck, like, yeah, late 20s, like late, yeah. And shout out, shout out,
Yeah,
shout
he
out to
pulled up on you,
everybody
man.
that's
Bro, but
yeah.
you know,
And
man.
he said,
Go ahead, bro.
he said, I see a little bit of me in you, cuz. I like, I'll never forget that. I like, you're damn right. To this day, you will still see a
Damn.
little bit of Coolio in me the way we perform. You feel me? And a lot of Busta Rhymes.
Oh, there. Okay, okay. And I think you started rapping in what about 2013, bro? 2014? Correct me
Yeah,
if
yeah,
right. Okay.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I gotta ask you, man. Like, cause you there, I gotta
Yeah.
ask you, man. You know, you grew up in Compton, bro. I mean, that's again, you know, the Motown of hip hop, right? The Mecca, man. I mean, some of the arguably the greatest rappers to come out of you know on the West Coast or anywhere in hip hop, right? I mean, what was that like, bro? I mean, DJ Quik, you know, MCA, the
You
Game,
know, I'm gonna tell you this. In the
Eazy-E.
90s, it was like summers, you would see Quik. I swear to you, bro, dipping. You see Easy dipping. Feel me? All that Death Row
Yeah.
shit too, dog. You see them motherfuckers deep. Pac at
Mm.
Luda's Park. I remember all that shit.
Is that right?
For real. Yeah, I remember all of that shit, bro. All that shit was it was real. It was
Yeah,
really in my city. You feel me?
yeah.
And I'll never forget that. You know, when BG Knockout is a great friend of mine and a great advisor of mine, and I told him, I remember I was at Compton High and you and Easy was pulling up on the big wheeler. He's like, you saw us? He's like, I remember that day. I like, yeah, Eazy was driving and you were next to him. He's like, yeah. And they were passing by Compton High, and I was right there just looking, and now I'm part of that legacy. So,
Yeah.
it's an honor to be able to do that. As the
Yeah.
first Mexican rapper out of Compton, I feel like it's a blessing to be a part of that.
I love that, man. I love that. And growing up, man, was there ever any kind of beef? Being that you're Latino and Mexican, what was that kind? What was that dynamic kind of for you, man?
Well,
A lot of
let me
blacks, and you're Latino, obviously. Go ahead.
tell you this. All of my tias and my mom lived in Compton.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. But my grandma, she stayed in Watts.
Okay.
So when my mom is going to go dancing, you know who was babysitting us? Grandma.
Yeah.
So we've been mixed with black people all our lives. And when I first started rapping, I had more black fans than now. I barely started getting Latino fans.
Okay.
My black people been holding me down for a long time, bro.
Nice.
And that's what makes me different. That's what makes me way different as a Latino. That Brother Cam, like Glasses, Malone, all these people have been molding me. BG Knockout, for real, been molding me to what I am right now. Shouts to KK from Second to None.
Oh,
for real.
Love those guys, man. Yeah.
You feel me? Like those Coolio, like Big A, you know what I mean? They've been molding this dude right here, bro. So my music was, it just got introduced to Latinos because I did the Spanish album. And you know what's dope about my black fans? That when I dropped this album and they started seeing me speaking, rapping in Spanish, they were like, hey, cuz, I love your new video. I don't know what the fuck you saying on it, but you going hard on Crip, my nigga. That means that they sat there and watched my shit.
Right. And they didn't know what you were saying. I mean, that says something, bro. That says something, man. That speaks volumes right there, bro.
And that's love, bro. That's love. And they're like, man, we happy you finally found a lane for your people. Like you should, and they congratulate me on that. It was really hard for me to decide that. And shouts to Man Hablado because he's the one that convinced me all the way, like, let's do this. And we did the Somos de Compton together. And, he wrote that shit because I couldn't get it at first. You feel me? But that's like, if anybody gonna write for me, it's gonna be my brother. You know what I mean? And but I embodied the verse. You feel me? When he wrote Somos de Compton, I told him, all right, we're gonna do this, but I'm gonna take those words and I'm gonna flip it like I would have wrote them. And he was like, all right. And once he did that, the training wheels were off, and Bobby was like, come on. For real. Bobby, see, me and Bobby, we write records for people. Okay. I mean, that's how I met Bobby, through Big O, through Man Hablado, the guy that created this nigga right now. Man Hablado's a big factor behind this. That nigga really making the beats, doing the videos. He shot originales. He shot all my shit pretty much. And he produced a lot of the beats. This is how dedicated this man is. He quit rapping to build Kiki Smooth. And me meeting Bobby was for the first time ever was through Big O. Then years later, me and Bobby got reconnected when I was writing for Frost. Then me and Bobby ended up writing for Flockies together. So when I saw Bobby do the transition from hip hop to corridos, I was appalling my nigga. Like, he finally found a way to fucking make it in this world. Everybody was kind of hating on him. So when this nigga blew up, people were already hitting him up for features now. All the clout chasers are now chasing him. You feel me? Yeah. And I did originales. I wrote it, and I was like, it's missing something. It's missing Bobby's voice. I like, look, I'm gonna hit my nigga up. This nigga right there with Lupillo Rivera and all that nigga answers. Smooth. I was like, what up, my nigga? I got a record for you. There better be some Spanish shit because he was one of the ones that told me, I want you to do more Spanish shit. I'm like, it is. I need you on the hook. So a week later, he starts writing to it and he calls me and he's like, I'm gonna do the hook for you, fool, because this shit is ill as fuck. But I want a verse on it. And I was like, you're gonna finally show these corrido niggas that you don't really know how to rap? And he's like, Hell yeah, I'm all like, because you know you gotta come hard on this shit. I'm spitting some West Coast Spanish shit that they never heard. Like, and he's like, I got you, don't trip. Like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And shout out to West Coast Creations. Be ready for putting that together. You feel me?
I love the video, man. I saw that, in
That's
Frost
all
the
mal
paper.
hablado. Yeah, that's all
Mm-hmm.
mal hablado. Shouts to Kid Frost. Shouts to Dino Bomb Squad that put the car and all that. Shouts to the homies for letting us use the house and all. Yeah, that was all Extract Films idea. You know,
Okay.
all of the filming, all of that is his department. I can't wait till he gets out of prison. But yeah, we're doing a lot of things and we're moving forward. But Originales was all his idea, and me and Bobby met through him.
Okay.
So we felt good about it. So the concept of the video is that we wrote hits for Frost, so we become his hitmen. You get it?
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Love it.
that was the concept behind the video.
I
You know what
love
I mean?
that, bro. I love that, man. Yeah, it's where'd you guys shoot that at, brother?
Oh, in Linwood,
Okay.
in Linwood and Whittier, Linwood and Whittier.
Oh, all
Yeah, we
right.
went out there. Yeah, we went out to with Frost to Whittier. You feel me? And
Gotcha.
then we shot all the morning shot. We all shot it in one day. Oh, it was Whittier, Watts, and Linwood. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was watching, I was, oh fuck, Frost. There's Frost. He opened
Yeah.
the shot, I think it was, or
Yeah, he opens up the video.
yeah, bro. And I was like, okay. He's like, you take, I think he said you take care of that thing, taking
Yeah,
care of
you
that
take
thing
care of
for
that
us.
for me. I'm like, no problem, big dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouts to Frost. He had a great time. I had a great time. You feel me? It was just dope
Yes.
to be able to see the OG come out for us, man. And
Oh,
one time, so
I mean, you've worked with legends, man. I mean,
bless,
you're doing great,
blessings,
big things, man. Big things, brother.
blessings to be around the gods. You feel me? Blessings to be around the gods, man. I
Yeah,
that's how I consider them. You know what I mean? All my OGs. It's just blessings to be around the gods, my nigga. To really
definitely.
learn from them is it's incredible. You feel me? If you're not learning from the
Yeah,
guys that started it, then you really don't know what you're doing, bro. You know,
exactly.
I believe now that I've really learned everything that I needed to learn from them, I believe that this is gonna be my it's my time now to step up and really take over the West Coast. Shout out to everybody that's doing it, but they haven't seen a beast like me come out. They need something like this to really hit the mainstream because it's from Compton.
I absolutely,
You
man.
feel me?
100, 100.
We have LA rappers. We have, shouts to all the LA rappers.
Mm-hmm.
But Compton needs this. You feel me? And that's why me and Huerta are going super hard.
Yeah, yeah, I love it, man. I love it, man. And then so now, brother, kind of shifting gears a little bit into what you're doing as far as creating content and your art. Now you're podcasting, bro, and you're doing high at the towers right there in
Yeah.
Watts.
Yeah.
And is that where your grandma lives, right around there?
Well, my mom lives here now in Watts. Feel me? She lives at the quarter sack. So when you come down, you
Oh,
gotta have you come down. So where the tower ends, that's my mama's house.
oh shit, right there.
Yeah,
That's,
right there. So
wait, was
the
that
neighbor,
grandma's house? Also? Was that grandma's
huh?
house? Was that
No,
your
my
grandma's
grandma,
house?
my grandma still lives on 92nd and Wilmington on the other side.
Oh,
You know
okay,
what I mean? My
gotcha.
mom has like a good 15 years there now. But
Wow,
grandma's been over there for like 30, yeah, like 30 years.
is that
So
right?
yeah, but mom's moved over there, and during the pandemic,
Wow.
um my brother Main Event was came to the house, and he was like, we should start a podcast.
Okay. Shit.
And I was like,
Oh,
yeah, but it's gotta be like right here. Like if we're smoking weed, like right here, because we were smoking a blunt.
exactly.
And,
Exactly.
and he was like, we gotta figure it out. And we ended up figuring it out. And came back the next week to smoke with me. And I was like, I showed him the logo. I had did the logo on my phone. And he was like, let's do it. Come on, let's do High at the Towers every Wednesday.
Wow,
And,
bro.
and it's been great. It's been a whole year. That's crazy. It's been a whole
Already.
year. Yeah, it's been a whole year of us doing episodes. And I love my little brother. And my little brother ended up he was going through a bad divorce. He ended
Mm.
up moving at mom's house, and that's
Mm.
Freaky Fred. I wanted to
Okay.
give him something to do because he was drowning himself in alcohol, like any man. You know what I mean? Any
Mm.
man in anything that. Um, I wanted to distract him like a big brother should. So I was like, "Freaky, join us." And
Yeah.
one day he joined us, and I convinced him to stay with us. And it's dope to have family, and like Main Event. He's a Watts local, and I've known him for quite some time too, and he's a great artist himself. So
Okay.
we share that bond of music and art, and it's like family. All three of us, like great
Mm.
times. Just he brought Main Event brought Dave Navarro. We've had some great people up there that
Yeah.
really. And next month we even have a bigger surprise. But yeah,
Who's that,
that
bro?
I can't say it and shit.
I
But
was trying to see if you
yeah,
would slip.
like man, let's just say this: Dave Navarro reached out to one of his big friends, and now he's coming to watch. And
That's cool, man. That's
when
cool.
people come to the towers they see the table outside with the chairs, and like the locals love it. The cops try to stop us, but my neighbor owns that corner stand. So
Okay.
in reality, we're in her property.
It's private property. Yeah. Yeah.
So once we got erased from their bulletin board that they didn't need to come fuck with us every Wednesday, we really took it to the next level, and we invited Dave and people, that to us were out of our league for the fact that our conversations are not interviews. Like, they're like no way moment.
Yeah.
No
Okay. Yeah.
shit. What you
Mhm.
like? That's just how we are. My little brother, like we ask the most different questions that it's not an interview. Trust me. Even this doesn't feel like an interview.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
You get your own
like
style.
there's a lot of people that in their categories of interviews, they're used to being interviewed. And when we brought Dave, it was the anniversary of his mom's death,
Oh,
and
wow.
we did a little homework on it, and he said that was like the best interview he's had in a long ass time,
Damn.
because it he didn't even feel the hour, and he didn't smoke, he didn't do nothing. I mean, we've had some artists. We get them so high that they forget what the fuck they're talking about. We're used to it. We're eating, drinking
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
smoking it. But yeah, they get pretty fucked up. And we have the Watts News with Boom Boom Bang Bang. We have characters that we do on there. So it's comedy with street. Like there's an episode where you can hear a drive-by in the background.
Holy
And
shit.
they were like, that is not one of our sound effects. That's really gunshot.
Damn.
You'll hear the palatero, man, or you hear a bum come ask us for $1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like stupid shit like that. But
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
artists love it because it's really, for the streets, in the streets. You feel
Yeah,
me?
man. And so how is that for you though, bro? Because obviously you're a musician first, right? You're DJ,
Mm.
MC, and now you're doing a podcast. It's
Well,
a different flavor, right? But so now you get to explore
not, not,
maybe a
well,
different layer of your talent. Go ahead.
I DJ'd, and I went to I tried to go to school for radio.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh
in my
shit.
DJ days, that was my goal. Like
Oh,
it's because it comes from those vinyl days where it was like, I gotta get a job at Power 106.
gotcha,
You
gotcha.
know what I mean? I have to.
Mhm.
Like I can't get vinyl. And when I got hired at the record store, I was like, wow, thank you, Lord. I started getting good vinyl, and then touring off of Coolio was another great moment in my life. But um, I always wanted to, I always did like radio stuff like that, college
Okay.
radio. I always try to do my own little shit. And, and my mixtapes that I would put out as a DJ, I would, DJ them like it was New York shit. What up,
Okay.
y'all? Underworld Records, DJ TVS, we're going live right now. This is the new PG Knockout. You feel me? I would do
Okay.
all that on my mixtapes because I
Oh,
grew up, like I said, I grew up studying the legends. And I knew Yella and them were doing that.
I
You know
see.
what I mean? I knew Africa Bombada was doing that. Feel me? I knew that Flash and all them were doing that, and I knew Arabian Prince and Egyptian Lover were doing it too. So I was
Oh,
studying the West Coast DJ Aladdin, Rectangle. I was studying all the different DJs to become the DJ that I wanted to be. I won a
gotcha.
few DJ competitions, before I got with Coolio. You feel me? Before I got with Coolio, I was out trying to do whatever.
Yeah.
I really, to this day, like, you give me a turntable, I see a turntable, I go straight to it. And some people be like, wait, what the fuck? Because I
Uh,
really don't, I get down with my shit still. You feel me? It's part of my karate, you know?
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Wow. That's cool, man. That's cool. But it sounds like you're having a lot of fun with that podcast. I was listening to your episode. I think it was the latest one where you guys were talking about the Rams.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
know,
the hot box edition. It's been
uh,
cold as fuck to be out there, so we decided to do a few hot box editions. You feel me? This week we're gonna do the same. Just hot
uh,
box shit and just talk about whatever randomly. We're not gonna
uh,
have a guest because it's like I told you, those are that's my brother, my baby brother, and,
uh,
and my homie main event, and they're some funny motherfuckers, bro. Just
yeah,
alone, you feel me?
you guys are
And
cracking me up, man. Hey, yeah, you guys are having fun, bro, and it's funny as hell, man. You guys are talking a lot of smack about the Rams, like the how
man,
there weren't that were there weren't that many fans, and then all of a sudden everybody's a Ram fan, and you call them the Anaheim Rams,
Anaheim Rams. No, but see, my homeboy that went, that's my brother Too Much. He's one of my brothers in this rap game. He's the only real Ram fan we know. So that's why I
Okay,
invited him that day. So
nice.
I knew he was at the parade. So I wanted to get that real fan, aspect of what it is to be a real fan of
Yeah,
the Rams. You feel me?
uh-huh.
Not these motherfuckers. And a little tease doesn't hurt. You feel me?
Yeah,
Little
yeah,
tattoos, yeah, so we do different shit, what I mean? So this week we're gonna do the same thing. Like it's just fun that we didn't even realize it was a year.
yeah. Wow.
Straight out,
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
yeah,
That
bro.
tripped the fuck out.
No, and I like your promos, man. When your promos are hype, man. Yeah, when you
Oh
drop
yeah,
them on Instagram,
the
those
neighbors always
videos.
trip out. Yeah, the neighbors always trip out every morning when I do them. It's gotta go do them. Catch everybody early. And so, but now they're used to it. They're like, oh, he's doing this commercial. My mom too. Like at first she's like, "Ay comercial pendejo." No, era un comercial para el podcast. No vas a ver. Now she sometimes she pops up at the shows and shit because she smokes weed too. So sometimes she pops up like, "Let me hit that nigga." For
Oh
real.
shit, bro. Yeah, man. I can't get my mom to try it, man.
Yeah.
But
It was crazy to smoke with my mom for the first time, but
uh-huh.
yeah. Like she's older. She uses it for her bones,
Mm-hmm.
but she likes all the bomb shit. She don't smoke no weak shit. For real. My mom be like, "Put your shit away. I got some fire, nigga. I just got back." Be like, hit him with my senior discount. Came back, baby. Watch this.
All right.
For real.
Hey, bro. What's next for you then, brother? I know you get your aspiration. You got huge, plans. You're passionate, man. You're ambitious. What can you tell us about some? You already mentioned a few. Some
Yeah, well, I have the album
upcoming
out right now.
projects. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have the album out right now. You feel me, with Compton, and
Mm-hmm.
we have the podcast, and I'm working on my artist. I have 3 artists that
Oh
I've
shit.
been grinding with. Hub City Queen. She's like, like my first female out of Compton, Latina, Mexicana.
Oh,
She's really
nice.
she's really from the trenches.
What
Feel me, Charles?
what do they
She's
call her?
really
Hub
from
City
the
Queen?
yeah, Hub City Queen. Look out, a new video coming out. Trust me.
Okay.
Um, and then I got Caesar Laughter, my Guatemalan from Compton. You feel me? And
Okay. Chapin.
yeah,
Yeah.
my Chapin from Compton. His style is different, so that's why I went and I'm fucking with my brother Caesar Laughter, and then I have Jay Huerta, Primo, that's dropping, but they're all got their own styles of music, bro. And that's what I love. I don't like, and then me and Primo got Golden Brown.
Okay.
And Golden Brown is like,
That's like a
I,
collective, right?
yeah, I was gonna tell
Three
you,
MCs.
it's like Voltron. We have the producers, the DJ, and the rappers,
Hmm.
and it's all
All-star
together.
team. All-star team.
Yeah, John Henry invented Golden Brown. John Henry is the producer of Golden Brown and my Compton Symphony album.
Okay.
John produces like ridiculous this style of boom bap hip hop. You feel me? With live instruments on top.
Hmm.
Crazy. And
Yeah.
we performed one of the songs the day I met you, Todo Negro. It had real jazzy vibe. It was close to the end of my set.
Okay.
Um,
Oh yeah. Okay. I think we call it.
so he came up with the idea, and at first it was gonna be me and Pause One. Pause One is another dope Latino rapper, but Pause One was going through a real hard situation,
Uh-huh.
so it was gonna get put on the back burner. And I told him, let me talk to my little cousin. My cousin Huerta, he was going through a situation himself. So you know, I'm the big cuz, I'm the big bro. I'm gonna go out there, and if I feel like you're worth my time, I'm gonna go grab you from not doing something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a little studio in my mom's house where I made my music, and I took him over there and I showed him John Henry's beats,
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
bumping loud, and that nigga was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I'm like, "This is
Yeah.
MPC meets an orchestra of hip hop." And
Wow.
that's pretty much what it is. Feel me? Live bass, live horns, all of that, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "What the fuck? All of this shit right here is made for you and I."
Mm.
Like John Henry, one of my closest brothers, is creating a group, and I want you to be the other MC with me.
Wow. Uh-huh.
So he said, yeah, and then he went back to his knucklehead shit. So I went over there to Granny's house and picked that nigga up and
Uh-huh.
told him, check it out. You told me, yeah, my nigga. And you
Yeah.
ain't been to the house in a week. He's like, nigga, I told you, yeah, I thought you were gonna come pick me up. So I told him, come on, let's go to John's. Went to John's, and we made a bond. We made a deal with each other
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to create this raw Latino rap out of Compton that's never been heard before. So I mean, LA got Psycho Run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Compton's got Golden Brown.
Love it,
Feel
man.
me?
Yeah.
And this style that we took was Beastie Boys, Run DMC, NWA, this back to back shit. You
Yeah.
feel me? And we made the DJ like Primo really part of the songs. You know, we have a song out with Bella and that
Yeah.
Merc 1200. And if you see that video, that's real life. All of that is what Golden Brown is at the same time. Back to back raps, all of that real raw hip hop. And it's in Spanglish, the whole album. You'll
Wow.
hear a hook in English, but the verses are in Spanish.
Okay.
We
Shit,
did,
bro.
feel me, this a song called Big Boy, and the 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 verses are back to back, one word, two words, and it's all mixed in Spanish and English, so you have to know both languages to really understand this album. And we did it that like that on purpose to have something new. Feel me? Something
Yeah.
on our edge. And
Absolutely.
Golden Brown's gonna be dropping next month. We're wrapping up everything, all the last little features. But yeah, it's
Can't
been
wait.
great working on that album. Shout out to
Yeah.
Merc 1200 too, our DJ man. Shout out to Merc 1200, John Henry, Jay Huerta, Golden Brown. We got
Absolutely.
like buttons and all kinds of shit coming. Like we
Hey,
got
shout
like
out to the. Oh,
little
okay.
buttons, stickers, shirts,
Merch.
flags, like yeah, like crazy merch, like nuts, trays, speakers, all this other shit. Golden Brown's coming heavy.
I can't
Golden
wait, man.
Brown's coming heavy, man. Shout outs to Merc 1200 for taking care of all that, John Henry. You know,
Yeah.
shout outs to Choco Beats up in LA, FYI Studios. That's where we do all our recordings, and it's been a blessing working with my brother Choco for us.
Man. Man, you got so much going on, brother, man. And
Oh, and
it's
the new album too. The new album. I got a new album. My album.
okay.
Jay Huerta's album's got coming too. And on my new album, I already started recording for that too. It's called Primo. People running into money options. That's coming out in the next 2 months. And my 3x3 with West Coast Creations gonna be dropping. It's hosted by the legendary Julio G.
Ooh,
So
damn,
yeah,
bro. You got a lot going on, man.
yeah, we're dropping the 3 singles. That's Originales, Amigos, and Cuerno de Chivo. Um, that's coming out with West Coast Creations. What we said in June. So then after that, I will be hitting them with the Golden Brown Part Two. We're almost done with that too. We did 2 album recording. Me and Huerta don't stop. Huerta is almost done with his album, Of City Queen. You know what I mean? John Henry's gonna release a instrumental CD, and my new website will be up by next month too. KikiSmooth.com. Put that out there too.
Ooh, damn.
And you know what?
Fire.
I never thank you for. I didn't realize how much things I'm doing. Sometimes my girl tells me why you put so much on your plate, and my response is because I'm hungry.
Right.
Really,
Yeah.
because when I didn't have shit on my plate, I was complaining. So, you know, the more that I could put on my plate right now, you know, like I moved into a better situation. You know, me and my girl are you know, you get your wifey happy. You feel me? It's you know, it's the best feeling.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're doing more stuff, and we went out to Mexico. Shout out to Jimmy Lokes. He put together this. So I have a song on my album called Compton,
Uh-huh.
and he heard the song at the release party called Peligrosa on my album called Compton.
Okay.
This song called Peligrosa, and Jimmy Lokes, he a fool. So he went and told me that's a hit. I need to put somebody big, humongous on it. So it already had Little Easy on it. He went
Uh-huh.
and got one of the big rappers in Mexico named Remick
Okay.
Gonzalez. Remick Gonzalez is doing ridiculous numbers out there. He blessed us. We went out. He shot his things. He shot us back to thing. Me and Little Easy recently 2 weeks ago went and shot the rest of the video, and so that you know that's a great feeling to have Little Easy on the song with me. You feel me? And really representing the raza for me. We were in the studio recording his parts, and I was like, here, let's throw some Spanish words in there, and we did that. You feel me? And we
Yeah.
created this dope record. The producer, that's Mini Boom. His daddy is Mini Boom
Oh,
from all the big videos and all that.
shit.
That
Yeah.
that happened. Biddy Boom
That's
is
big.
happens to be one of my best friends. Shouts to my brother Lucky Rogers, rest in peace. I've actually been in some of his movies. I do a little acting here too. I'm a good dyer. Like, boom, anyway, um, he when I saw his son, I known his son since he was a little kid. Benny Boom and Lucky Rogers have always done a lot of my first videos. Then
Okay.
they did the big movies. It was hard to get them, but uh, my brother Lucky Rogers always had love for me, so he will always keep me in the loop when I would go to Vegas. They moved to Vegas when they started filming the Tupac. You feel me? So
Okay.
Lucky Rogers ended up staying over there. So every time I would go to Vegas, I wouldn't stay at a hotel. I would stay at my brother's big ass house. For real. And
Mm.
you know, I'd stay close with Benny Boom. Uh, Now his son is producing for big ass for rappers, and I saw that on Instagram, and I just said something like, "Uncle Kiki don't get no beats." Next thing you know, I get sent these beautiful mega hits
Wow,
with the
bro.
files. So I called Eric, Little Easy, and he knows I know Benny Boom. He
Mm.
knows I know the Lucky Roger and the Roger family. Shouts to the Roger family. And
Yeah.
they that nigga called me. He's like, "What you trying to do?" I'm like, "Nigga, I'm gonna write this song. Hit your ass up, cause we're gonna go to the studio, knock this shit
Yeah.
out." Man, we really did it. Right? We went up to the valley. We went to the studio, and it was just amazing to be in the studio with my bro. Because I used to DJ for this guy. And the first
Crazy.
raps that we did together was because of DJ Yella. So
Wow.
I have a CD called CPT out with DJ Yella. So Yella was the first one. Like he was like, "Devious, he is now Kiki Smooth, and
uh,
he raps now, and you're his DJ. What the fuck?" So here comes Little Easy, and he's like, "Hey, that's crazy, cuz you used to be my DJ. Now I'm gonna rap with you, cuz." I'm like, "Yeah."
unbelievable.
So that was dope because Yellow was like, "I want you to have some influence on the verses," so I did that. So
Uh,
this time around, he was really comfortable with it, so it was fun. You feel me? It was fun having Little Easy on it, and then the video was dope because he was really happy to do it
uh,
because he always tells me like if it wasn't for Latinos, like for Mexicanos especially, like my daddy's legacy like would have just vanished. And he's like 98% of that is a lot of Latinos that go hard for it, for the
no
OG
doubt.
Eazy-E. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I know I am too. So it was dope to hear those words come out of him, and he him introduced me as his rapper. That's the best part ever. Like he brings
Damn.
me out on the set, like let me bring out my artist, Kiki Smooth, the first. You know what I mean? Like that's his heart. And
Yeah.
having doing the shows with him and Yella, like those are monumental moments in my life. But this video meant a lot to me because I already know it's gonna go big because the song is dope. There's just a lot of love and a lot of good energy. Look, when we were shooting the video, shouts to my brother Shooter Rick. He was nervous because they were gonna shoot a commercial down, in downtown LA where we were at.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, they might kick us out. And I was running a little late. and little Eazy was running way later than me. And when I got there, I told her, you know what, man, they're not gonna kick us out. He's like, hell, if they come, they're gonna call the cops. They're gonna kick us out, bro. I said, you know why they ain't gonna kick us out? There's a lot of great energy behind this song, and I
Yeah.
know God's with us. And you know
Sure.
what happened? The guy that came, that was shooting the commercial, that was in charge of that whole space, came and told us, I love those classic cars. You're doing a good thing here. I just want to let you guys know, you guys don't bother us over here. We're shooting over here on this side. You guys are okay to shoot all your video. Don't worry about it.
That's
That shit
cool.
felt
Cool.
great, bro. It felt dope. And, videos almost done. But, the editing, we're getting all that together. Because this one's going to be on TV. It's a lot of dope moments going on right now in my career.
I'm
And
overwhelmed, bro.
I'm really happy. Shout outs to Rich and Ruthless, to Big A and Hub City Music, to Juanito. But they're really going hard on this one video right now. So I appreciate that. And I'm back in the lab recording. I'm doing features for a lot of dope artists that have been reaching out for me. I tell this to people, man, like, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever budget you got, let's go. Feel me? I ain't no, I understand everybody's budget.
Got you,
Some
bro.
people might get charged more, but that's because they got it like that. Some people might get charged less because I know they ain't got it, but you're gonna still get a feature. Feel me? Just trust me, you still gonna get a feature. So man, anybody out there that wants to do a collab with me, no problem, bro.
Yeah.
And all the artists out there that are out there, we play we play only music from artists from out here on my podcast. Feel
Okay.
me? So all the songs that you hear are real artists from out here, and if it's dope, we play it like if it was 506. Like, we're brainwashing. We're playing it over and over and over and over. And it's simple. It's called highathetowers@gmail.com, and we'll tell you if it's whack. See, your own friends won't tell you if it's whack.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah. Right.
Like, we'll let you know. Like, it's a dope vibe. Like, we're not like, we don't judge them like to try to be better than them. We judge them if it's great music. And I'm a DJ before a rapper, so when I judge it, I'm more as the DJ. You feel me
Exactly.
when I'm doing it? So, like I said, I would give y'all some opinions, and if y'all don't like them, y'all don't have to take them. But at least it's an opinion from someone else.
Exactly. Yeah.
I take my homies with me when I'm recording. No, that's just hard. Cool. No, that's just whack. All right, what should we change? You feel me?
Yeah.
Especially Primo Huerta don't get. Hey, nah. That shit whack. Do it again, my nigga. For real, that's what I love. I love that people are there to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? There ain't too many souls out here that got that left in them, bro.
Yeah, bro. Wow, Kiki, man, you got a lot going on, bro. It's so impressive, man. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're not inspired by this man right here, by this episode tonight, I don't know what else, man. Because like I say it every week,
Appreciate
brother.
that, bro.
Of course, man. I bring on individuals, I bring on my guests who are doing extraordinary things in life, man, and to inspire others, bro. And
that's what I'm. If
if
we could all just become people, we're gonna be dope. They're turning us into robots, and y'all don't understand that, man. Y'all losing your soul. You feel me? Y'all losing your soul. Stop being robots about the situation. Be yourself, and trust me, bro. You're gonna go way farther, and your time will come because only real motherfuckers make it. Trust me on that.
100%, bro. Kiki, man, before we go, man, tell us where we can follow you, your social media. I know you mentioned you got your website coming.
Kiki Smooth. Yep, Kiki Smooth everything. Google the first Mexican rapper out of Compton. Boy, will pop up. And any features, you know what I'm saying? Kiki Smooth, hubcitymusic@gmail.com, or hit me up, DM me, whatever. We'll set it up, man. Y'all know what it is. Just Kiki Smooth. And trust me, I come out. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. For real, for real.
I appreciate you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have my man Kiki Smooth out of Compton, California, representing to the fullest, man. The first Mexican rapper out of Compton. And man, I want to thank you, brother, for coming on short notice.
And, all right, man, no problem, man. It was a blessing. Like, I'm chilling at the pad, you know what I mean? Just chilling, dog. Got the chanclas on and all that, dog. So I'm not tripping, bro. You feel me? Like I said, I'm keeping it real. We 100% right here, and I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for giving me this opportunity, and stay tuned. We got a lot of things going on. So, right.
There it is, man. There it is. Go check out Kiki Smooth. He's doing big things, man. And once again, I can't thank you enough, brother. So For Kiki Smooth, I'm Double A. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Don't forget to follow. Go follow Kiki Smooth. Go check out his music, man. He's all over the place. And go check out Social Nostra. I want to thank everybody for tuning in once again. And like I said, man, I got a big announcement coming on Instagram, so stay tuned. And thank you for all the love on Instagram, man. Thank you for all the love. And wow, I'm just like, I got endorphins, all over my brain. My man Kiki Smooth, man, that's what it's all about, bro.
Thank you, appreciate that, brother.
This is why I do this podcast, bro. This is it right here, man. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, brother, man. You know what it is, dog. We found, like I said, we family now. So whatever you need from me or whatever, dog, I'm here for you. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. I owe you a lot just for having me on here. So I gotta have you come fuck with me at the towers one day, bro.
I'm game. Let me know when, bro.
Yeah, just don't come to the hot box editions if you got a drug test, because everybody gets high at the hot box edition. So I'll let you know soon, bro. I'll let you know soon. Definitely.
Oh man, absolutely, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is, man. Once again, thank you for being here right here on Profile Pod with Double A for Kiki Smooth. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time, and always remember to take it easy. Thanks again.
Hey.